and that's a great start from Baldassarri. He scoots it away while the other two camera will give you some idea of how hard these guys have to go down this back straight, looking for. That's it, and he's looked so good down there throughout the whole weekend. Bagnaia bangs it into second.
Oh, he's off as well.
Whoa, big off there.
John Mir.
And here comes Bagnaia looking at the inside of Baldassarri. We'll think about the two fallers in a moment. Pretty much inevitable on a corner like
5 places just behind Lecuona.
Bagnaia to the front then. It is the 42 that finally made it stick and got himself in front of Lorenzo Baldassarri in second place.
And
he looked
Fernandez
okay,
as well. Fernandez has been doing so well all weekend. He was right up there.
He knows he's got to take wins.
We've got a race on. We have definitely got a race on. We've got the 2 factory KTMs. We've got Bagnaia. We've also...
and coming... all over the place.
Oh, so unlucky. The rear just literally came around on Joan Mir's back.
The pole man, so Lorenzo Baldassarri, his second career pole ever. Is he going to be able to... Stefano Manzi, 28 crashes this year, and we've still got 4 races to go after this. Slides it and get... Yeah, there's lots of runoff here. I think that was Zari's pole time of 36.3.
That's fast.
It is fast, I would say, with the heat up as far as it is, although
he's a lot laps behind Bagnaia yesterday, and he seems to just found that little bit of extra.
3 as well. A lot of action down at turn 3 today. There's a big pushing and shoving going on there. Still it is. Bagnaia on board Binder now in 3rd place. Oh, that's a lunge from a long way back. That is the race for the championship at the end of the day, and it will close down. It's 19 points going into this. It's 14 at this.
The qualifying from the 2 factory KTMs much better, especially for Miguel Oliveira. It's not going to be as busy for these guys into the last corner, so much less risk. But when it's for the championship, it's still...
Bagnaia gets that wrong massively. Down on the brakes into turn 12. The final. Oh, hang on, here comes Brad. Well, the Binder on the brakes again. Bagnaia looks so good, but look at Miguel Oliveira. That's
Baldassarri wide, Keith.
Skipping and jumping, ran it a little bit wide, but as he came back online, Brad Binder, he wasn't going to...
Yes. And Alex Marquez also kind of recovering from that incident earlier in the race. Oh, he just lost the front there in the
clear track in front of him, and he's got to find that rhythm.
He's had the pace all weekend.
The Luca Marini versus Alex Marquez at turns 4 and 5. And he's gone, Alex Marquez. Well, that's kind of ticks the box that I'm on about.
What were you saying?
Looks like... Here we go.
And around here in tricky, look, Oliveira going under Bagnaia in the last corner. That's a lovely move. Nice and clean. Oh, I tell you what, with those bumps in the middle of the corner, you cannot ride like that.
Bagnaia gets it back then down towards turn 1. He's coming through as well. Wow, from 3rd to 1st, and cuts the nose of his teammate. And he won't be thanked for that.
Touched.
Let's wait and see. I don't think so, though, and I think he knows it.
I'll give Pecco the benefit of the doubt.
Alex coming off, yeah, sorry, that's why we were looking at that. So, again, at the same turn, that's the final corner on the course. Now we've got 2 KTMs, 1st and 2nd, pretty clear on the rev limiter.
Is unbelievable. The KTMs are really strong on the brakes into turn 3.
Bagnaia was on the rev limiter, but it worked perfect for him here because he's got slightly shorter gearing, perhaps, but down the 2nd drag, gets it drifting in there. Just about wipes the nose of his teammate, and that leaves those 2 out.
Baldassarri,
that's a disaster for the pole man. So Lorenzo Baldassarri at turn 1.
With that is just the kind of fatigue, the heat, and the concentration. Because the bumps on the middle of these corners, if you're just trailing slightly or offline to just...
Quartararo looking at the inside of Marini then. So 10 is Marini back in 4th place, but now
with who's around you and all the rest of it, and the risks. Bagnaia and Brad Binder have both been so far behind.
That was close. So Bagnaia he tripped himself up again. Bagnaia
into there with Oliveira
again.
If Brad Binder takes him out, remember Portugal with the great
close down Bagnaia. Here comes Quartararo. We expected it. The number 20, the Frenchman, got great. That was the one I was shouting. Well, you were talking at the time, and I nearly jumped out my seat. Comes Quartararo again, looking at the number 10 of Marini, and basically gave Marini nowhere to go except coming in the pits then. So the pole man is retiring from this 24 lap. Fastest lap over the line.
First 36 as well, Keith.
Yeah, right in there, 36. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, 30 still to get
36.6. Bagnaia regains control of this race with 12.5 laps to go.
Oliveira in
class act, there's no doubting that. Over the line we go again then. Bagnaia from Oliveira. Mika Lecuona this weekend in general. That's the 54 of Passini.
All weekend he's looked like he's going to be battling for this win and at least a podium, but he must have made a mistake at the start. He's just lost it.
Hold on to that championship lead of 19 points. Will he extend it to 24 points, which is what he's aiming?
He's really settling down with the fuel going down. The KTM seems to get better and better, but at this track...
For Quartararo back in 4th place, so Marini has managed to do it. Out of the 2 KTM, you've got to say Oliveira's looking... I think he's got more trouble with Brad Binder at the moment. I'm not convinced there are those team message. If he does it again, he'll be made to go behind the man behind him. 24 points, my maths. Hey, yeah, onto the front straight again. It's 0.9 of a second now. Once it gets to that, Oliveira closed in by 100th. That,
you know, mad enthusiast that wanted just this area to have one of the best football teams and the best racetracks.
Bagnaia with the doctor's dangle, and actually Valentino's going to be pretty.
0.3 of a second just in that last that one corner, and it just shows you how critical it is. It's really
much. It's 8 thousandths according to the screen that he closed him down by, but that's
preempt to promote him into MotoGP. But you know, the second half of the season on the speed up where the riders.
BT Sport was when he was bike surfing in the wet, if you remember. That's a fantastic slow-mo shot. Back to Joe Roberts on the NTS in front of Nicky Tooley, who has experience around here from World Supersport, of course. Bike which will be superseded next year by KTM chassis, of course, because Tech 3 are running KTM, the Mistral there in the points.
Pecco's checking out, and it doesn't look like Brad Binder is wanting to, or having to, pass his team. It's on the brakes again. He's going to get it stopped. Yes, he does that time. But like you say, Keith, earlier, it looks like it's difficult.
Look on with the extra softs as well. Probably there's a little bit of leeway in these Dunlops. They've been around for a while now, the Dunlop tyres, and that'll give them a 24-point lead going into Japan in 2 weeks' time, where we're away back-to-back flyovers. Japan-wise, stickier than it is here as well. Buriram is really as neat.
Yeah,
which is unusual for him.
It just looks like he's struggling a lot more. I don't think Brad Binder's got too much more pace.
He's all right. We're joking, but it's probably just a slip.
Yeah, look at Marini. He's not too far behind. He's even more points on Pecco.
Oliveira is dropping in pace, and I think that's the problem. That been 1.5 second lead over the line early on, but Pecco Bagnaia, that's a proper ride that he's had there.
Gav did the fluids in and get the hydration, and he's obviously got his priority. Oh, it was just a little bit of a mistake.
Unforced error that I think we've seen from Bagnaia. Just drop the other side of the curb, and if that's all he's going to do.
I can't stress just how tired you are in this heat, in this humidity.
Focus, that's exactly what it's like, because you know the man behind you is going to keep trying as well. So Colin Edwards doing
these strains of the temperatures and getting dehydrated. It's getting that.
Just about 2 and a bit laps left to go of this 24 lap.
Luca Marini
16 for third, 13 for fourth. Sorry, 13 for I don't know where I'm going. 28 underneath Brad Binder, then backs it in, block pass completely, and onto the front straight.
Come on.
A lap and 3/4 to go. We're on the back straight down towards turn 2. That's the
KTM having the stronger latter part of the race is kind of upside down in this one. The Kalex looks
from Oliveira in the closing stages right there, and a mistake there from Oliveira. Will that give an opportunity
of keeping Luca behind him? He's got a good 2 or 3 tenths. It looks good once he's come.
It'll be next lap where we're going to see a bit of this, I believe. 1 lap to go. We're at turn 12, the final corner. 1.6 lead over Oliveira now. So Oliveira is coming back to Marini as much as Marini's going forward. Moves out to the outside and leaves the door wide open then. Luca Marini put the pace, and it certainly looks like he's got the late race pace. The Kalex chassis.
But what a ride from Pecco Bagnaia. He composed himself after that mistake, and he's going to bring it home.
28. Pecco Bagnaia wins the Moto2. Despite a good ride, the KTMs didn't come up to the mark. It did perfect job for his brother's team there, and really packed the points and given Bagnaia sorted as well. Looked like he dipped in perhaps concentration mid-race.
But how happy are you?
You know, I would like to get the win today.